This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a Whirlpool laundry center, and the washing machine basket is tilting to one side. It's also banging around quite a bit, so we're going to be working on the struts or shocks underneath it that help support it. So first thing, we unplug it, and we're going to take out these two screws that are part of this center access panel. Zip those out. We're going to be removing this dryer vent tube in the back to kind of get it out of the way. We're going to take out two screws here that are in the back left and back right hand corner. And I'm going to use this angle tool to get to that screw because it's kind of hard to see. You can also get to this from behind the machine if you can move the machine out away from the wall. So once we get those two screws out, we're going to pull the front panel toward us a little bit, and we're going to lift up and then disconnect this electrical connector for the lid switch. We're just going to reach in and pinch in on it, and then it comes loose. Then we can pull the panel off. And then there's two screws we have to remove here on the front left and front right corner. Once we get those out, we can then lift the panel up slightly, and we can get it out of the way. And then here's where we see these struts. We're going to be putting this split ring on the strut to help hold up. So the reason it's tilting in the back is this metal here has corroded and it's no longer able to support these struts. So what we're going to do, this one's okay, but the one in the back, we're going to put these in and lift up and then tighten these to give it the upward support. Give an example how it works. You put that in position, and you just put this around it. So in the back, I'll get this in, put in the screw, and I get this a little bit tight. Lift this up into position, and then I'll lift up the tub and then tighten these up. And that's going to give that upward support, and then it won't be leaning like it is now. The other problem with it leaning and banging around is I think it severed or cut through this hose because we got a leak now too. So it's really important to get these supported. So I just put that one support in right there underneath, and I'm going to put a hose clamp underneath that too just to give it a lot of support. I use a big long extension with this Allen wrench. Tighten that up, tighten that up. I'm going to put that hose clamp in there too. And this is going to give it the upward support it needs so it won't be shaking around. Just tightening that hose clamp now too. So those two combined, that should be some good upward support. We're going to do the same thing on this side with this split ring setup. So I'll put it around, put that in, and put the screw in and then tighten it up. Alright. So I'm going to put this around and then I'll put that screw in there, tighten it up. So I'm using a pretty long extension. Use the Allen one, put the screw in position. Got a magnet that'll help hold it. And then go in there, line it all up. Fits in there pretty good. We got these at Ace Hardware. These are called split ring.
It was in the specialty hardware section. All right, loosen it a little bit. Okay, looks good. Okay, I'm all set to tighten. What I want to do now is pull this way to lift this up to maximum height. Get that all the way up underneath, and I can tighten these guys. That should give it some nice support. It's really good to have the extension to do this though, because it's kind of hard to get to otherwise. Tighten that one, and I'll tighten the other one. I'm going to also put the hose clamp underneath it too to give it just a little bit more support, because when that's full of water and it's doing all its gyrations, that's a lot of downward pressure on that system. I'm going to give it the best chance we can. And they're really tight. And I'll do the hose clamp too to really get it. So now I'm bringing the hose clamp underneath that, and then I'll tighten that one up too. Normally you don't need all this stuff because you have this piece underneath intact metal, but that metal's all corroded. So I think that's going to support it really good. Alright, so you got a lot of support underneath that strut, underneath this strut, put a little brick underneath there to help support it. Get that out. The new hose on, clamps are on. We're going to put the front panel back on. And you got these little clips here that go into these holes here. So you have to put it a little bit up and then slide it down.